She's feeling cons. She's more than proud.
Okay, my phone died, but I'm back, so I'm gonna have to edit these two clips together, figure that out. Because my phone died in the midst of me moving all of the stuff around. So now my phone's plugged up, and if it dies again, I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get into this conspiracy theory. All of these are from Reddit, which means they're obviously not the most, believable or, 100% true information, all these stories. And also just, a general disclaimer for just, spooky stuff. I don't really know what's in any of these. I'll put any major disclaimers on the screen before the video, because once again, hello? Oh, sorry, I thought... I thought there was a bug, but it was really just my light tweaking out, and I got really scared because I'm not a bug person, but I try to play it off like I'm fine with it. I don't like bugs. But anyway, yeah, general disclaimer for spooks. So this one is from r/conspiracy, obviously. And the little post note is, what is the craziest conspiracy theory you actually believe? So this person said, I'm keeping their usernames anonymous for privacy, even though I think there's no way to track these people down, but still. This person said, 8 months ago, which is when they typed this up, we are not the first intelligent civilization on Earth, possibly not even in the top 50, and we won't be the last. There is so much... How far am I into the video? There is so much shit that has been lost, forgotten, obscured, or hidden about the planet's past, it's ridiculous. If humanity ends today, there will be nothing left for our future beings to discover. Maybe some rubble, maybe. All of our information, all of our legacy, all of our history is stored in computer drives which fail if I look at it funny, let alone surviving being readable in a million years from now. We won't leave any physical trace of us existing either. Makes me wonder how many other civilizations rose and fell in the hundreds of millions of years without leaving much of a mark or a memory of it being there. Now I'm going to read some comments. This person commented, I always wonder if those civilizations' technologies evolved similarly to ours. Did they have internet and smartphones like we do, or would their technology seem very foreign to us? 85 upvotes, no downvotes. Another person commented, I love to ruminate about how there may be an elite class from a poor civilization that is still around, watches us, controls us, but is also integrated into our society. Another person commented, technological processes do not have to be linear, in my opinion. They could advance past us in some areas and not even close in others. Alright, another comment said, on a 10,000-year timeline, it is definitely possible. On a 100,000 plus year timeline, I would say it's almost definite. Humans are not as unique as we think, and current fossil evidence dates the this guy right here, Homo sapiens, back to around 200 to 3,000 years. Isaac, I don't know how to pronounce that last name's work made me think so much. Oh, that's the end of that. Okay, so I guess the overall, obviously, conspiracy is that humans are not the first, sentient doing stuff beings. And I think, let me ponder. Don't clip my feet, please. If you're one of my friends watching this, don't clip my feet. But I think that, sorry, I got lost. Oh my, I feel so stupid right now. I know what I was gonna say. So the overarching idea is that humans aren't the first, sentient, like, doing stuff people, and I'm not gonna go and say I 100% believe this, but I will say that, well, obviously we know there were things before us, like, we call them, like, cavemen, but I think this person also got into, like, a whole thing about technology, but I'm not gonna reach into that. I think that I don't really know what I think about this one because they talked about so much stuff, but I think that I have believed them. I believe the idea that we've definitely lost some civilizations due to, like, the destruction and just, like, aging process of things, but I don't believe that they were, like, as technologically sound as us. And as far as these comments go, this is one of the more reasonable conspiracy theories. I tried to choose one that wasn't crazy popular. Like, I didn't want to be like, the pyramids were built by aliens. Like, that, everybody's heard that. That one's not true, by the way. Just my opinion. But I feel like I'm, like, posed up really awkward, but it's comfy. You know, I'm not even gonna try to move the camera. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, so on this one, I don't believe the conspiracy, but I think if we worked with this person a little bit, tweaked it to have a little more science behind it, absolutely. And I do think there will be little left of, this is really, like, sad and morbid, but I do think there will be little left of who we are as a civilization when, like, inevitably, like, most people, like, die out, either due to, like, global warming or, like, robots, I don't know. But I think when we're gone, when we're the cavemen, essentially, there'll be little left because all of our stuff is in electronics. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at some creepypastas because this conspiracy theory was the only one I found that wasn't super popular. I've only read the titles of these creepypastas as I did with, well, actually I didn't do that. I skimmed the conspiracy theory. This time I've only read the titles. So if these are really bad, I have apologies. And if they're really good and you can't sleep tonight, I don't apologize. I bought my daughter an expired car seat for her doll. I chose this one because I literally don't know what an expired car seat means, and I'm not Googling it. Here we go. Story. It just says, like, story, colon. This one's, like, low-key cinematic. I'm not gonna try to do, like, a nice reading voice for this one, by the way. I just don't have a reading voice. Rain patted on the window. The cold air could be felt through the glass. I'm sitting curled up on the couch as I scroll my phone after bedtime has been wrapped up. With the kids asleep, this is the perfect time to look for a car seat for my daughter's creepily realistic baby doll. They say that like they didn't buy it. Maybe it was a Christmas gift, but still, like, they say that like they, like, don't want their kid to have it. Like, take it away. Only one problem. The kid wants a realistic seat for her realistic doll. I mean, that makes sense. Like, when I was a kid, I used to legitimately think like all my Barbies and baby dolls would, like, come alive at night. No real reason for me to think that. I was just like, it makes sense. Well, no, there was a reason for me that I watched Toy Story, and I was like, that's factual. Toy Story is life. Anyway. That's it. I muttered to myself out loud as soon as the idea came to me. I started my post, looking for what is an expired car seat? Is it, like, something that's past its, like, safety warrant? Do they expire? Because me and my brother both had the same car seat, and that's, like, a 5-year gap. There's a 5-year gap between us, so that's, like, 15 years of car seat use. And it went into, like, a booster, too. I just can't win. I'm gonna look like an idiot if everyone knows what an expired car seat is, and I'm just like, what's the expired car seat? Someone please tell me if you know. Okay. Surely I could snag one of those for cheaper. Well, if it exists. I don't know what an expired car seat is. Almost instantly, I had a reply. The lady seemed nice, says she's held onto her baby's seat for so long it can't really be used safely anymore. Perfect. Okay. So I'm assuming there's like old to the point, expired car seat I'm assuming means like old to the point where it's not safe to put a baby in it. Which I'm assuming takes a while to get there, because like I feel like car seats don't get like horribly damaged. I mean, if they're in like a car wreck maybe, but okay, here we go. It can't really be used safely anymore. Perfect. As I doubt the doll will be in any serious danger, I tell her to DM me. We chat for a bit and then set up a time to meet so I can finish my... What could you be chatting about? This is not like make a friend time. This is not the buddy bench. Anyway. Okay, then we set up a time to meet so I can finish my quest. The seat is in decent condition, some dust and whatnot, but that's to be expected. Yeah. Smells faintly like baby powder, despite being years expired. What does expired mean in this context? You know what? I'm just not going to think about it anymore. I clean it up and go fetch my daughter's doll so I can stage it up for her. Baby talking to the daughter, by the way. Because I had a moment where I was like, why is she talking to the baby doll? Talking to the daughter. Baby, come here. I have a surprise for her. I heard her little kid feet pounding down the hallway. She audibly gasps and says, thank you, Mommy. Safe to say she loved her gift. Mom went for the day. She takes the whole seat back to her room to go play. Fast forward about 2 weeks. There's been a lot of strange happenings going on in our house. I can't definitively tie it to the car seat, so I try not to think much of it. Well, I think you can. You got a car seat from, not to make any assumptions, but a lady with a dead baby. It's what I'm assuming. So... Everyone, oh, I thought this was a unique experience. Apparently everybody in this lady's house is just getting messed up. Everyone hears weird noises in their old houses, don't they? Oh, different context. Everyone hears weird noises in their old houses, don't they? I mean, I used to live in an old house. Now we have one that's like fresh. I mean, old, like weird noises in like floor creaking, but not like somebody screaming. Then, one day, shit got really weird. My daughter would leave the baby to take a nap while she played with her other toys. Occasionally, the baby would go missing. Now, I'm not going to say the baby's moving, but the baby's either moving or this mom is a reincarnation of me, because I will lose I've lost this thing before. Like, I genuinely can lose anything. So, I'm not going to say it's 100% a ghost. But it's absolutely a ghost. For a while, I chalked it up to a lost toy, as did I 30 seconds ago. Kids lose stuff all the time, that's not weird, but then we would find the doll in strange poses. Sometimes the doll would be buckled into the seat. Okay, and we still have the doll. Right. Yeah, I would have booted it out of my house. Not in my house. Not in my house by a long shot, okay? Okay. Just little things. I asked her about this. She denied any involvement. I mean, I'm not going to say that kids are liars, but my little brother's like a big fat liar sometimes. So maybe grill her a little harder. I was still suspicious. Good job. But I drop it. After a while, I stopped blaming my daughter. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but in my head, like, I'm picturing her daughter being like, no, I didn't buckle the baby into seeing the mom just like, fucking hate my kid. Oh my god, my kid's like a snake ass liar. Like, I picture like this mom is just like cussing her kid out in her head, and I don't know why. Anyway, back to it. Every night before bed, I'd pick up her room, and every night I'd leave the doll sitting somewhere else. Sometimes on the bed, sometimes on the floor. Once I tucked it into our toy box with the lid closed. By the morning, it would be back in the car seat buckled in. Get rid of it. Both of it. Both of the things. The doll and the seat. Get rid of it all. Burn the house. Burn some sage at least. Salt rim that thing. Anyway. At first, I assumed my daughter was At first, I assumed my daughter was doing it after I went to bed, but the straps on that thing were frustrating enough that even I had to wrestle with them. So your daughter's a WWE fighter is what you're telling me. Or she's a bodybuilder. She couldn't how old is this kid? I'm going to make the bold assumption of no older than 7. She couldn't have managed to buckle the chest clip that tightly. Then the seat itself started moving. Nothing dramatic. The fuck you mean nothing dramatic? This is something dramatic. Things aren't supposed to move on their own. Nothing dramatic. I'd leave it facing her bedroom window and later it'd be pointed toward the hallway. I mean, I'm not going to chalk it up to misremembering, but I think I leave a lot of things facing a certain way and then I get freaked out because they move. But then turns out I didn't leave them sitting a specific way. It's happened multiple times. Or I'm haunted and the ghost is in my head tampering my memory. Okay, I'd carry it into the living room so she could play while I cooked dinner, only to find it back in her room an hour later. Every time I convinced myself I'd simply forgotten moving it. Okay, with the going back to her room thing, is there an off chance? I don't know how heavy this car seat is. Our car seat for my little brother is really, really heavy, but that's because it's one of those ones that's like everything in one. Like it's like a transformer car seat. But I don't think a kid this young, as I said, I'm gonna go with the assumption that they're no older than 7 because it's a baby doll and not a Barbie. Barbies and Monster High dolls and LOL dolls and Bratz dolls for all ages. Girl, if they made them a little more like fun to play with now for me, I would have bought one. Or if they made them like collectibles, I love LOL dolls. I have a tub of LOL dolls in my attic. Because I can't bear to part with them. So if you need a box of LOL dolls, maybe hit me up. I'm not in the market to sell them though. Okay, big plot twist. Until one morning, I walked into her room and froze. The doll wasn't just buckled in, the handle was locked upright, like someone had just carried it there. That's where you draw the line? Not the moving? You know what? Everybody is breaking. Don't look at my feet. I'm terrified of somebody like looking at my feet. I don't know why. Just a big fear of mine. All of this is a little too freaky, or maybe I'm a little too superstitious. This is not superstition, girl. So I went back to go message the mom. I got the seat from, only to see her account was deleted, 0 trace. Okay, that is freaky. Maybe she's only selling one thing. I wouldn't say that's that. Like, I've deleted my Depop account multiple times because I thought I wasn't going to sell anything again. So, I don't know. I think maybe just take a chill pill about that one. I decided then and there that she had to go. Finally. I couldn't shake the feeling that getting rid of it was the right thing to do. Get rid of the doll too. Honestly, I don't care if your kid cares about it at this point. I made up some half-baked lie to get the seat for my daughter without her freaking out. I want to know the lie. What could you possibly tell? I have to take it back to the car seat factory to get a different one. Actually, that would have worked on me. So maybe it was that. Telling her, oh wait, they did tell me the lie. I'm just not reading far enough. Telling her has a broken part and needs to be sent to be repaired. I basically said the same thing. I guess stupid minds think alike because this lady's acting kind of stupid. That should buy me enough time. Is this person a single mom, or are they just leaving their kid home alone? I'm assuming they have like a significant other. That should buy me enough time to find a new one, but then I couldn't ignore it anymore. Maybe there was a perfectly reasonable explanation, but I was overtired. Maybe my imagination was running wild, but I didn't care. That seat had to go. I waited until my daughter was distracted and told her one of the buckles. Didn't we already buy ourselves time? I told her that one of the buckles had broken. I promised we'd send it away to be fixed before she even had a chance to protest. I loaded it into my trunk and drove to the dump. The whole drive I kept catching myself checking the rearview mirror. The seat never moved. Good. I threw it into the dumpster harder than I meant to. Good. The plastic echoing off the metal walls. For a moment, I just stood there staring down at it. Bad. Sorry, I muttered, though I wasn't sure whether I was talking to my daughter or something. Sorry, I ran ahead. Or something else. I turned around and started walking back to my car. Click. I'm not going to try to make the sound effect. Here. There's your click. I stopped. It was faint, but unmistakable. The sound of a car seat. That's a tongue twister. The sound of a car seat chest clip snapping shut. Slowly, I looked over my shoulder. The dumpster hadn't moved. I mean, I'd assume it wasn't the dumpster moving. Nothing had. The seat was exactly where I'd thrown it. I mean, yeah, the buckle just buckled, girl. I told myself it was just shifting under its own weight. Yeah, right. I got back in my car and drove without looking back. 3 days later, my daughter came running out of her room, car seat in tow. I got pale as if I've seen a ghost. Mommy, you fixed it. I haven't purchased a new one yet. Where did this one come from? It looks the same, but surely that's not the same seat I left at the dump. It just can't be right. And then there weren't any good comments on this one. All of them were just like, yeah, it can be, which was, yeah. I mean, pretty good. Like, if I imagine myself, if I go 2 years in the past, I was 12, and I had a really big creepypasta phase. If I go think about that, this would have scared me. Because this sounds like one of those, like, Goosebumps books. I have 2 creepypastas. I thought I only had 1. I'm excited about this one. I'm just jumping into the next one. I have no real commentary on this first one. Good writing. I mean, I think it's good. I think I like how much mystery it left. Like, because part of me wants to say that her daughter's a ghost. Just for funsies. Here we go. I'm posting this because no one else will listen. My sister went missing on August 4th, 2015. The police called her a runaway. Is this, like, annoying, y'all, that I'm, like, squishing a fidget? I just thought about that. I mean, I'm not going to stop, but sorry if it's annoying. Hi, I'm Cameron. I am 26 years old. And I'm the owner of this house. Okay, I'm new to this app, but my cousin recommended I post here. W cousin, just sending you to Reddit with all your problems. And I need to get this off my chest. My sister went missing almost 11 years ago. Nice. And I still don't know what happened. Earlier today, my daughter found an old photo of me and my sister, and she held it up and said, look, who's that, Daddy? Oh, I really did think this was a woman. Just confirming them gender stereotypes. Gosh. I took it from her and just stared at it for a few seconds. It was me and Indigo, which I'm assuming is the sister's name, at some family gathering I don't even remember when. I told my daughter it was her auntie, and I don't know why in my head they're like, she was an auntie. She was an auntie. She was an auntie, not a mommy. She don't want kids, too costly. Chronically Online references are gonna be made today because I'm really tired right now. Okay, now I'm lying in bed and I can't stop thinking about it. Back then, I remember the police at our door. My dad was yelling at them, telling them to take it serious. They were trying to get him to calm down. My mom was trying to keep herself together. Pause. Sorry about that. After they told her, Indigo probably ran away. I don't have context for how old these people are. I mean, kids, so like teens. I don't know. Let's assume she's 14. It didn't make sense to me. My sister was responsible. She wasn't a party animal. Gonna bump her up to 16 just to be safe. She would never just disappear. I remember her texting her goodnight, so they're both old enough to have phones. Yeah, 14, 15, 16 age range for this sister is what I'm guessing. I remember texting her goodnight before she went out with her friends. She never came back. Later that night, I sat by the window watching the street, waiting for her. I called her phone over and over. Something in my gut told me something was wrong. Too many somethings in that sentence. But I just couldn't tell anyone. My mom was asleep. My dad was working the night shift at the hospital. I was just a kid. I didn't know what to do. I still don't. It's the end of that. I mean, honestly, not to be insensitive to this person, even though I think this post is fake. Just because why would your cousin send you to Reddit with this? But I've seen some crazy things on Reddit. I think your sister's dead, dog. It's been 11 years of her presumably being run away, or the government kidnapped her. Let's get conspiratorial. Oh, by the way, I have one good side of lashes, and that's why all my videos are filmed this way, so you can see the one good eye and not the other ugly one. But yeah, that's what I think, is that your sister's either dead or like kidnapped or something. I'm tired. I got lazy at this point in writing the script and just wrote, I'm tired of writing this script, so it's time for some 2 fucking sentence horror stories. And I'm really proud of myself for that. This is from the subreddit r/2sentence horror, obviously. I think I have like 2 of these, maybe 3. I was dripping in sweat, gripping the shears in my hand as he told me that each finger I snip off would be worth 100,000. I braced myself once more and told my daughter, I'm sorry, honey, but I've always wanted to be a millionaire. That's wild. I've only read the first sentence of that before now, but that's like wild to me. One, because it's like I want this person hey, sell the rights to this 2-sentence horror story. It is time to make a movie. Okay? This sounds like Choose or Die. Like that thing where it's like, it's a movie. It's a horror movie. It's a horror movie about this video game that people play that like transforms into real life, and they have to choose between things, but the options are very obscure. It's like C or hear, and then like if you choose C, then you like your ears come off, and if you choose hear, your eyes came out. Clocking to you? Great. This is like the flip of that. I've watched a movie that I know this happened in it. I will find it and fix it in editing. I promise you. This movie was so good, I didn't remember I watched it until right now. I will find the name of this movie, I promise, and I will get it to you, I promise. So that like somebody was expecting me to give them another movie. Okay. It just got really quiet because my dehumidifier went off. She's back on. Sometimes it goes off and on because like nobody's been in there in a while, so it's like not clocking the moisture. Anyway, more 2 sentences. Sorry, my throat's dry and I don't have any water near me. Yes, I do. Okay, let's get back to it. This one reads, when searching for a missing child, always double check the pool, even if you think you did not see them outside. I think this one had a little too much mystery. I'm kind of wishing for a little bit more, honestly. Like, I'm kind of just like, I need a tiny, not a lot of more information. Or maybe they could have written it different. Like, maybe they could have been like, when looking for my missing child, I wish we double checked the pool, even though I didn't see them outside. Like, you know, like, I wish I had like some more, like a little oomph to it. But it was good. I have questions, which is good. No notes. Actually, I just gave notes, but it's already been almost 30 minutes in just this clip, and I have another 10-minute one from before my phone died. Here we go. My dad always said there was more than one way to skin a cat. He is not a cat though, so I was careful to look up the right method first. This one, I will admit that I read through before, because I got curious. And I just, like, this is one of the ones I'm just like, like, I'm not, like, partial to it. So, like, I'm not, like, crazy in love with it or anything. I just think it's weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I really love, like, a cryptic horror, but this one isn't even cryptic. It's like the other one. I just need, like, a tiny kernel, because I have questions about this one, too, which I really like. Like, did you kill the dad? Like, is the dad dead? Or is this, like, a fresh situation where we're selling people? Like, you know, I don't know. But I think with this one and the pool one, I want, like, the tiniest kernel more of information. They would have been perfect. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed having this spooky little evening with me. Have a great summer. Tell me what videos I should make next if you want to see me make more videos. And if you don't want to see me make more videos, don't tell me. Yeah, I wanted to thank everybody for, like, the last video I made yesterday. The views are, like, abnormally high for how early it is, so I'm just really happy about that. And we're up to 17 subscribers, which is wild, because in my last video, I think we were only at, like, 8 or 10. So, like, 7 in a day is insane, and I couldn't be, like, any happier. So, that's pretty much it. Squishies that we had tonight were the same as last time, the dumpling. And the axolotl has since been named. This one's name is Carl, and the other one's name is Chunk, but I don't know where the other one is. That's all. I'm going to try to edit these up and try to get them out tonight, which is the 13th. If I can't, I'm really sorry, then they'll be out about tomorrow, but I really think I can push through and get it. So, yeah. Bye, everybody. I love y'all so much. Thank you for the support you're showing me on my channel and everything. And I hope you enjoy this video a lot. Good night.